museum, treasure, the Karna Temple, the lessons 5 and 6. The Grand Egyptian Museum, the Grand Egyptian Museum, the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the King, Hypostyle Hall, Habu Temple، ده معبد حابو Temple، رمسيس the second. الرقم ده باللاتيني كده يعني 1 وكده يعني 2. رمسيس the second. display entrance ده بنسميه entrance مدخل، ولو واحد دخل مكان نقول enter، وعلامة الإدخال في الكمبيوتر اسمها enter. موتور بايك روزيتا ستون ده حجر رشيد، روزيتا ستون. valuable يعني قيم، وvalue يعني قيمة. ولو قلت مثلا it's of no value يعني لا قيمة له. ولو شيء ملوش قيمة أقول عليه valueless، ملوش قيمة. valuable له قيمة عالية في السعر أو في التاريخ مثلا. competition public guidebook collection column. العمود حتى في الوورد لما نيجي نعمل أعمدة وصفوف، العمود بنقول عليه column. والصف بنقول عليه رو، والإن هنا ما بننطقهاش، حرف الإن هنا ما بننطقهاش. column زي كلمة الخريف، اسمه إيه الخريف؟ autumn، برضو في كلمة autumn ما بننطقش الإن. design والمصمم اسمه designer. fountain. hieroglyphics اللي هي الكتابة الهيروغليفية. hieroglyphics. يعني مش hieroglyphics، لا فيها كمان فتحة صغيرة كده. hieroglyphics اللي هي the old Egyptian language أو the old Egyptian writing. however بتساوي but. special century plants statue mean square allow article. أما أقول مثلا غير مسموح بدخول المكان ده it's not allowed I am not allowed. article space الفضاء، وسبيس الفراغ، وسبيس المساحة. welcome city center objects part move plan Europe glassroom cover language. غرفة العرض برضو في المتاحف بيقولوا عليها showroom، حتى صالات السيارات بيسموها showroom. متحف طبعا اسمه museum، حاجة محطوطة للعرض أقول for display. website review wonderful stone holiday sunny parks reason writer during prefer expression hotel Al-Azhar Park cafe later write wrote written teach taught put understand understood spent chosen. further عكسها nearer different similar famous unknown. وفيموس بتساوي popular، خدنا كلمة popular، وبتساوي known. top عكسها bottom stronger weaker near far. ممكن تسوي. نسمع كده آلاء. read column. what's a column؟
A tall
structure. structure يعني
structure
structure.
structure that holds up part of building.
yes. a tall structure that holds up يعني يدعم part of a building. يعني لو احنا حطينا عمود كده والمبنى فوق يبقى holds up the building أو the part of a building. structure هو بناء. a tall structure بناء طويل. اوكي. رميثاء.
Yes. Competition, an event often followed by prize in which people try to be the best at something.
yes. a competition is a tournament, an event which when someone wins he got a prize. محمد.
Entrance,
entrance
the way into a building such as a door or gate.
اوكي. لا دي اسمها entrance يا محمد. gate يعني بوابة ودور يعني باب. what's a museum لا؟
A building to keep and display important objects from the past.
good. what's a treasure؟ رميتاء.
A quite
a quantity كمية of valuable
metal jewelry. Valuable metal jewelries each.
a quantity of valuable metals jewels يعني مجوهرات. يعني لما يكون عندي كمية كبيرة من المجوهرات والأشياء الثمينة دي اسمها treasure كنز بقى. one of the بيجي بعدها اسم جمع أو صفة. one of the most important. one of the boys. refer to. further from. بعيدا عن. special about. there is something special about Tutankhamun treasures in the 21st century. القرن الحادي والعشرين. have a wonderful holiday. يقضي أجازة سعيدة. on display يعني حاجة في العرض معروضة. able to ممكن يجي قبلها am أو is أو are بمعنى قادر على وبتساوي can. he is able to هي نفسها he can do كذا. my favorite part الجزء المفضل. لو واحد سافر أجازة أو شاف مكان ممكن يقول my favorite part. show opinion يعرض رأي. وخدنا give opinion يبدي رأي. for the first time لأول مرة. spend a lot of time يقضي وقت. it is expected to من المتوقع أن. it is expected to meet my friend on Sunday مثلا. at the weekend يعني weekend بيجي مع حرف الجر at. طيب نشوف الريدنج. أول ريدنج عن جراند ميوزيوم وده المتحف المصري الكبير اللي هيكون إن شاء الله مكانه بجوار الأهرامات. يعني لو أنت عند الأهرامات كده تشوفه دلوقتي هيبقى طبعا في عدد ضخم من المعروضات بالنسبة للمتحف المصري الموجود في التحرير لأنه هو طبعا أكبر وهيتنقل فيه كل المقتنيات بقى والآثار دي. طيب نسمع آلاء read about the Grand Egyptian Museum.
The oldest museum in Cairo opened in 1853. There were more than 160,000 of Egypt's most valuable treasures on display. However, the museum did not have space for 100,000 other objects. In 2002, there was a competition to design the bigger and more modern museum. The competition had 1,557 designs from more than 80 different countries.
اوكي. طبعا اتعمل كومبيتيشن، مسابقة عشان تصميم المتحف المصري ده، وكان فيها 1557 ديزاينز من حوالي 80 دولة، وفي الآخر استقروا على تصميم معين. كملي.
The Grand Egyptian Museum GEM
ده الاختصار بتاعه Grand Egyptian Museum.
welcomed its first visitors in 2019. It is further
It is
what?
Okay, complete.
From the city center, than the old museum, but only 2 kilometers from the pyramid at Giza. It has more space for available objects. More people can see them, and it is able to look after the objects really well. One of the most beautiful parts of the museum is the entrance. With its big plants and statues. The biggest statue is that of Ramses
the second.
Which is 12 meters high.
يعني أول ما ندخل أول ما ندخل المتحف بنشوف المدخل اللي هو فيه تمثال رمسيس ويبلغ طوله 12 متر. رمسيس ده سكند. طيب رميثاء, can you complete?
Yes. Moving these objects from the old museum in
Tahrir
to the Grand Egyptian Museum is not easy. It is expected to take many years of hard work.
Yes. So they need to move the old objects from the Tahrir Museum to the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is near the pyramids. These boys are talking about a holiday. Yes, Rumaitha, read this part.
We had a wonderful holiday in Egypt. These are many opinions about three of the most interesting places. The Valley of the King is Luxor. Kings in Luxor is one of the most popular places for tourists to visit. We went early because that is the quiet time. My brother said, "This is fantastic. I am sure.
I am sure.
I'm sure it gets
Busier.
busier later on during the day. The biggest places we went to was the Karna Temple. My favorite part was the Haribostai Hall, a 5,000 square meter room with 134 stone columns. I think it was more crowded than the Valley of the Kings. In my opinion, the best and quietest place we visited was Kuba Temple. It has columns similar to those at Karnak, but because it is less crowded, you can study them for longer.
Very good. This is about the places you can see in Egypt, like the Valley of the Kings, Karnak Hall, Karnak Museum, Karnak Temple, Habu Temple. This is very quiet. What's the difference between a museum and a temple? You can explain in Arabic. What?
The British Museum in London is the oldest museum in the world. It opened in 1795 and
في جنبك أصوات وجنبك قرآن شغال.
collection of Egyptian objects outside Egypt. One of its most important objects in the Rosetta Stone. This arrived at the museum in 2000. The writing on the stone is in 3 different languages. This allowed people to you understand and insect Egyptian hieroglyphs for the hieroglyphs for the first time. In my opinion, the most beautiful part of the museum in the Great Court in its big glass room makes it the largest covered square in
Europe.
Square in Europe. It opened in 2000, so it's also the most modern part of the museum.
Very good. So this reading is talking about ancient talking about museums. The Grand Egyptian Museum will be opened in Giza. It's near. It's 2 kilometers only from the pyramid. It's not in the city center like the Tahrir Square Museum, the old one. This is bigger, and it will contain many pieces and objects and statues more than the old one. In Egypt also you can find the Karna Temple and so many other temples in the south, in Aswan, Luxor, King's Temple, and Valley of the Kings. So many places you can visit in ancient Egypt. This is another place, but it's not old, it's modern. You can كلمة court يعني ساحة وcourt كمان يعني محكمة. This is Al-Azhar Park. It's in Cairo, and it's very famous. If you want to take a picnic or go to have fun, to breathe fresh air, you can go to Al-Azhar Park. Ala, can you read? Tell us about Al-Azhar Park.
Al-Azhar Park is the largest and the most beautiful park in Cairo. It is much larger than the small park near my house. That park has a few trees and planets, and I enjoy going there after school. You can spend an hour or two in that park, but you can spend a lot of time at the Azhar Park. The trees there are taller and it has more planets.
Plants.
All plants. It also has fountains, a lake and caves too. I like going there because there is space for all our family to have a big picnic at the weekends. My sister always says I love it here.
Good. This is the video script. I'll send it to you. The unit 8, huh?